ago. Some people don't know that bread will increase in price twice in a week. They don't know. Why? They don't buy bread. They just eat. So let's talk about you. When we talk about storms, storms are in categories. There is physical storm. In Mark chapter 5, from verse 25 to 34, Mark 5, 25 to 34, there was a woman that the Bible says had an issue of blood, 12 years. In gatherings, we all look fine, well dressed. It is the one whose fire is burning inside, who will know fire is burning him. If the fellow next to you were to tell you some of the things he's going through physically, you may want to relocate. Someone may be in a gathering where everything seems to be going fine, and the fellow knows that he has cancer. That fellow is in a war. The woman with the issue of blood, nobody knew what was going on. She wasn't telling anyone, but she was fighting a war until she came in contact with the Prince of Peace. And then she knew peace. Every one of you with any form of sickness or disease, in the name of the Prince of Peace, be healed in Jesus' name. Then there could be a storm, financial. The Bible tells us the story of a widow who was destitute. And the creditors came and said, if you don't pay by tomorrow, we will sell your 2 sons. Every day they saw sister, because she happened to be the widow of a son of prophets. Sister, how are you? All is well. Praise the Lord. What's everything, sister? Oh, the Lord is my shepherd. I shall not want. But the day the creditors came and they said, you don't pay by tomorrow, we'll sell your children. Sister, how now? She said, all is not well. She ran to the Almighty God. Within a day, her debts were cleared. And she had enough money to live for the rest of her life. Those of you who are in financial war, Hannah by name, she was barren. The husband had 2 wives. The other wife raising children like rabbits. And she made sure she rubbed it in on Hannah. Stupid woman, what are you doing in my husband's house? We're just eating our food. Nothing to show for it. The Bible said the adversary, that's the second woman, vexed her sore. He was at home fighting a war. Until one day, she went to Shiloh. And she returned home, not weeping again. In the name of the one who called me, I decree to those of you who are from 21 to 28, Matthew 15, 21 to 28, the woman who came to Jesus Christ, crying for mercy, said, might of the devil, it's not the mama that is sick, it's the daughter. You may not have any war physically. You are healthy. You are strong. You may not have any problem financially. threaten to take your money out of a bank, the manager will catch a cold. But if all is not well with just one of your children, you are at war. Oh, I remember an occasion when I was asked to come and minister to some eminent people at Ikoyi. When I arrived, because I arrived to time, I didn't know that big people don't worry too much about time. So they asked me to wait for the people I'm supposed to come and minister to. So they will put me in the house of the hostess for the day. And I sat in a sitting room that is one of 5 sitting rooms. Each one ascending in order of splendor. And I wanted to change my topic to there are storms mental. Storm mental. If you read Daniel chapter 4, from verse 1 to 34, Daniel 4, 1 to 34, you find a king who became an animal. Talk of wealth, he was wealthy. Physically, he wasn't sick. But he became an animal eating grass. I don't want to begin to give examples. Madness of a higher degree, and they call it were alaso. That is the well-dressed madman. Well-dressed, but mad. And before you know you are dealing with trouble, the fellow has come close because he's well-dressed, highly intelligent, but well-dressed. So many a times you don't know who you are sitting next to. But it doesn't matter how mad that fellow is. Today, God will intervene. So I can go on and on and on. Talk about categories of storms. Now, when we talk about perfect peace, we're talking about somebody who has no problem physically, no problem financially, no problem maritally, no problem mentally, no problem spiritually. And in the name that's above every other name, from today onward, your peace will be perfect. An example of that you will find in 2 Kings chapter 5, from verse 1 to 19. 2 Kings 5, from verse 1 to 19. It talks about a man called Naaman. He was successful, he was popular, he was rich, but he was a leper. That fellow had a storm